So today we will discuss lanthanoids and actinoids. Look at the periodic table. At the bottom of the periodic table, the red color two rows are shown. These are F block elements. Here the filling of F orbital takes place. It is consisted of two series. One is called as lanthanoids and second is called as actinoids. In case of lanthanoids, the filling of 4f orbital takes place, and this series starts from cerium to lutetium. And in case of actinoids, the filling of 5f orbital takes place from thorium to lawrencium. First series is called as lanthanoid and second series is called as actinoids. Their general configuration is n-2 f 1 to 14 n-1 d 0 to 1 ns2. As we have studied earlier, in case of d block elements, the configuration was n-1 d 1 to 10 ns2, but here f orbitals are being filled, so configuration is again very important. n-2 f 1 to 14 n-1 d 0 to 1 ns2. Let us start with lanthanoids. Lanthanoid starts from atomic number 58, that is cerium, and ends to atomic number 71, that is lutetium. They are called as lanthanoid after the name of lanthanum. Lanthanum is a typical d block element. Here f orbital does not contain any electron, but the properties of lanthanum resembles to lanthanoids. Therefore, it is generally kept with this series. And if you see the electronic configuration of the first element, that is cerium, it is xenon 4f1 5d1 6s2. Then progressively the f orbitals are being filled. Gadolinium has a different configuration, that is xenon 4f7 5d1 6s2. Again, that is attributed to stable configuration of f orbital which are half filled. Similarly, the last member lutetium also shows a different configuration, that is xenon 4f14 5d1 6s2. That is again due to the stability associated with fully filled f orbital, while in other cases you can see the d orbital does not contain any electron. All the electrons are present in f as well as in s orbitals. Now starting with lanthanoids, their physical properties. They are generally shining in surface. They are silverish in appearance. They are very soft metal which can be cut with the help of knife. They are basic in nature. They are quite reactive elements. They can corrode or become brittle when they are contaminated with other metals. Mostly they form trivalent compounds, and these trivalent compounds are colored. They are generally paramagnetic in nature. Next is atomic and ionic radii. As you can see in the graph, that as the atomic number increases from lanthanum to lutetium, the ionic as well as the atomic radii gradually decreases. You can see the curve moving towards downward side. That means in case of lanthanoids, with increase in atomic number from cerium to lutetium, there is regular decrease in atomic radii, which is termed as lanthanoid contraction. तो सीरियम से जब आप ल्यूटिटियम की तरफ मूव करते हो तो एटॉमिक नंबर इंक्रीज़ हो रहा है, और एटॉमिक नंबर के इंक्रीज़ होने के साथ साथ एटॉमिक रेडियाई डिक्रीज़ हो रहा है. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज lanthanide contraction. The main cause for lanthanide contraction is a poor shielding effect of 4f orbitals. Due to their diffuse shape, the effective nuclear charge on the valence electron get increased. Therefore, the radii. Let us start with consequences of lanthanoid contraction. Due to lanthanoid contraction, the second and third transition series have almost similar size. For example, zirconium and hafnium. niobium and tantalum, molybdenum and tungsten, they have almost similar size, that is due to lanthanoid contraction. Second is because of lanthanoid contraction, it is very difficult to separate lanthanoids. Third is there is regular decrease in basic character with increase in atomic number in case of hydroxides of lanthanoids, that is from cerium hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide, the basic character goes on decreasing. Oxidation state, they show variable oxidation state ranging from +2 to +4. For example, you can see here the common oxidation state which is shown by lanthanoid is +3, while few members they show +2 and +4 oxidation state. So very important thing is most of the lanthanoid they show +3 oxidation state. Now what is the reason why lanthanoid shows only few range of oxidation state? That lies in the fact that the energy gap between 4f and 5d orbital is quite large. Therefore, electron cannot be easily excited, they cannot be participate in bond formation, and hence they show limited number of oxidation state. In aqueous solution, they show +2 oxidation state. For example, samarium, europium, yttrium in +2 oxidation state has a tendency to lose electron. Therefore, they act as a good reducing agent. Reason behind it is that +3 is a stable oxidation state of any lanthanoid. Therefore, samarium 2, europium 2 and yttrium 2 tends to change to its most stable oxidation state, that is +3, thus behaves like a reducing agent. While in comparison to this, the cerium 4, praseodymium 4 and terbium 4, they have a strong tendency to gain electron and hence act as a good oxidizing agent. Again, the reason lies in the fact that the stable oxidation state of any lanthanoid is +3. Therefore, cerium 4 wants to change itself into cerium 3. Therefore, act as a strong oxidizing agent. Next is magnetic properties. Lanthanoids are generally paramagnetic in nature due to presence of unpaired electrons. Exception being lanthanum 3, lutetium 14, which has either 0 electron in f orbital or fully filled f orbital. And normally their magnetic behavior is complex. Here not only spin contribution is considered, for calculation of magnetic moment, spin contribution as well as the angular momentum is also considered. Next is the color. They are generally silverish white in color, but in +3 oxidation state they are colored. The reason behind it is the FF transition of electron taking place. जैसे आपने डी ब्लॉक में पढ़ा था कि कलर था डी ट्रांजिशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, यहाँ पे जो कलर होगा ट्राइवलेंट आइंस का, दैट इज़ ड्यू टू FF transition of electrons. That means the electron from F1 orbital will go to other F orbital by absorption of energy, while the remaining will be the color. It is important to note that the lanthanoid with XF electrons have a similar color to those of 14 X F electron. For example, lanthanum 3, which has no electron in F orbital, and lutetium 3, which has fully filled F orbitals, are colorless. Therefore, if F orbital contains either 0 electron or it contains 14 electron, it will not show FF transition. Thus, such ions will be colorless, while samarium 3 is yellow in color. The reason is the FF transition of electron. Next is the chemical reactivity of lanthanoids. Lanthanoids are quite reactive elements. They not only react with oxygen, they react with carbon, nitrogen, with acids, etc. For example, if you look at this diagram, you will see that for any lanthanoid we will write Ln. It combines with acid to form hydrogen gas. With halogens it form halides. With water it form hydroxides and hydrogen. With carbon it forms carbide. With nitrogen it forms nitride. With sulfur it forms sulfide, and while with oxygen it forms oxide, and their formulas are also given. Now starting with actinoids. Actinoids starts from atomic number 91, that is proactinium, and ends to 103, that is lawrencium. Thorium and actinium, they are also studied with actinoids, but no doubt in this case f orbitals are not filled. Filling of d orbital takes place. Therefore, if you consider actinoid, it starts from proactinium and ends to lawrencium. Here the filling of 5f orbital takes place. 6d orbitals contain either 0 or 1 electron, and 7s electrons takes place. They show different configurations because the energy gap between f, d and s orbitals in this case is very less. Hence, electron can easily jump from one orbital to another, therefore show different electronic configuration. Now their physical properties. All the actinoids are radioactive in nature. Second is they are highly electropositive. Third is they react in air and thus get tarnished. Fourth is they are very dense metals. Fifth is they react with boiling water or with acid and releases hydrogen gas. And last is they are soft metals. Just like lanthanoid shows lanthanide contraction, actinoids also show actinide contraction, and it is due to poor shielding effect of 5f electrons. Lanthanoid contraction is lesser in magnitude, while actinoid contraction is much more greater than lanthanoid contraction. Therefore, there is regular decrease in atomic as well as ionic radii with increase in atomic number of lanthanoids. They show variable oxidation state. As you can see in the diagram or in the table, they show a highest oxidation state, that is +7. Few of them they show 4, 5, 6 oxidation state, while the common oxidation state is +3. Just like actinoids, they show +3 oxidation state, while they show higher oxidation state up to 5, 6, 7, etc. Now, what is the reason why they show variable oxidation state to large extent? The reason behind it is, in this case, the filling of 5f, 6d and 7s orbital takes place, and the energy gap between 5f, 6d and 7s is very less. Hence, electrons can jump easily from one orbital to another. Thus, they show higher oxidation state up to +7. But the common oxidation state of actinoid is +4, just like lanthanoids. Mostly the metals are silvery white in color, but cations are usually colored, and the reason behind it is FF transition of electrons. Normally it is observed that if any cation of these actinides have either F0 configuration or F7 configuration or F14 configuration, they are colorless. तो F7 जो है वो बहुत स्टेबल है, इसलिए एफ ट्रांजिशन नहीं हो पा रहा है. F0 के पास कोई भी इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है, इसलिए एफ ट्रांजिशन नहीं हो पा रहा है. और F14 वाला केस जो है उसमें फुली फिल्ड ऑर्बिटल होने के कारण भी एफ ट्रांजिशन इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. थस दे आर कलरलेस. पर अगर एफ ऑर्बिटल में 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 इतने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हों तो वो कलर शो करेंगे ड्यू टू एफ ट्रांजिशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. मैग्नेटिक बिहेवियर, दे आर जनरली पैरामैग्नेटिक, बट देयर मैग्नेटिक वैल्यूज आर हायर देन दैट ऑफ लैंथेनॉइड. दैट मीन्स दे हैव हायर मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट. Comparison between lanthanides and actinides. First of all, we will discuss the similarities. Both of them, they show a common oxidation state, that is +3. Both of them, they are electropositive. Both of them, they are reactive. Both of them, they involve filling of f orbitals. Both of them generally are paramagnetic. Both of them, they show contraction just like lanthanide and actinoid contraction. But there are few differences. The first difference is lanthanide shows few range of oxidation state, that is +2, +3 and +4, while actinoid shows higher oxidation state like +3, +4, +5, +6 and +7. Mostly the ions of lanthanoids are colorless, while in case of actinoid they are colored. Lanthanoids have lesser tendency to form complexes due to small charge is to size ratio, while actinoids they have greater tendency to form complexes. Lanthanoids are less basic, actinoids are more basic. Lanthanoids do not form oxacations, while actinoids forms oxacation. Lanthanoids are non-radioactive except for promethium, which is the radioactive. All the actinoids, they are radioactive. The magnetic properties of lanthanoid can be easily explained, while actinoids, they are having much more complex magnetic properties. तो आपने यहाँ पे दो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन ये करने हैं. फर्स्ट इज़ द डिफरेंस बिटवीन लैंथेनॉइड एंड एक्टिनॉइड्स एंड द सिमिलैरिटी बिटवीन लैंथेनॉइड एंड एक्टिनॉइड. एंड सेकंड क्वेश्चन जो आपने करना है, दैट इज़ व्हाट इज़ lanthanide contraction, its consequences and cause. This you have to do. Thank you very much.